Hey y'all, welcome back. So for today's video, I decided that I'm going to do 10 tips for your first year of college. I know that when I first started college, I had no idea what I was expecting. I didn't know anybody that went to college. My parents didn't go. I didn't have an older sibling. I'm the older sibling, so I made a list of 10 things to just be aware of, and just I wish I knew before I started. If you would like to know these 10 facts or tips of college, please keep watching. The first one I have on my list is take care of yourself. I had no idea what the freshman 15 was, and it's a real thing. I ended up gaining, I think, like 18 pounds, and I didn't realize it until about probably April of my freshman year. Also, on top of this, if you're going to be living in a dorm with like a lot of people, you're going to get sick. Like, there's no doubt you're going to get sick, but try to maybe the emergency packets, so when like someone starts getting sick, like your roommate, go ahead and take one of those to boost your immune system, because my roommate ended up getting sick and gave it to me, and I got bronchitis November through December. I had it for like almost 3 weeks, and I had no idea, and it was during finals week, and my roommate's birthday was that week as well, so we decided to go out, and I was dying in the middle of this nightclub with bronchitis. So make sure you go to the doctors. I know calling your doctor is probably scary. I've done it like since I was probably like 16, so I'm used to it. But if you are scared, just have your mom maybe call. But definitely, I know my campus, I go to the University of Toledo. I know my campus, we have a doctor's office on campus, so that was helpful. I just walked right in there. So second tip, stay organized. I know everybody says stay organized, blah 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 blah, but seriously, get yourself a planner. I love this planner. I invested like $20 in it, but just because it had a stupid elephant on the front. But I use it all the time. When you buy a calendar, I used like the days like this. So it's each day, and you just write down what's going on. But that kind of messed me up because I never knew what was due the following week. So on Sunday night, I'm like, oh crap, I have a paper due tomorrow. So this year I'm definitely gonna use my large calendar to mark like important assignments, and then my small calendars just for like to do, and like if I have to work, I'll schedule that in there and stuff like that, or like my meetings and stuff, not as big as like papers and stuff and projects. And make sure you study. In high school, I was naturally kind of, I guess, smart, and I didn't really have to study, but these questions in college, most of my questions, it's not about the facts, it's about if you know the facts, like if you could explain yourself about it. Like, it's not like vocabs and stuff like that. It's definitely, you have to know your information. So when it comes to your dorm, you're probably gonna have like a study lounge, and at least in my floor, we didn't use it as a study lounge. It was more like a hangout area. There was like a big flat screen TV, and there was like an Xbox, and people just hung out in there and talked. I mean, sometimes you would walk in, and it was more for like the RAs to help us study, because some of them were in the same majors and stuff like that. So next tip I have, most freshmen have no idea about this, but you can create your own schedule. I took advantage of it because I am not a morning person. I don't care how often I tell myself I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to the gym, blah 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 blah. No, I'm not a morning person. So with that in mind, I never scheduled 8 a.m. classes. I mean, obviously if you have to take an 8 a.m., then you have to take an 8 a.m. But if there's an option between like 8 a.m. and 11, I think 11 is the best time, because you have time to get up, take a shower. If you're a shower morning person, go and eat like breakfast, stuff like that. So you're not feeling rushed. 8 a.m. is just crazy, especially in the spring semester when it's going to be cold. I'm a northern college, so it snows, it gets below 0, it's freezing, no one wants to be up at 7:30 try to get to class. So books. This is a hit or miss. Either you use your book every single day, or you never touch it and it collects dust. I wait until about the second week of class, and if the professor doesn't talk about the book, doesn't say you need the book, I mean, they're all going to say they need it because they're required, but if they don't personally say there's assignments due out of it, I wouldn't even bother purchasing it, because most of the time they cover the topic that you need to know in class or online for the slides. When you order your books, do not go to the bookstore. I spent like $200 on a book for my chemistry class when I could have just went to Chegg and got it for like $50. Chegg is amazing, and they're like fast shipping, sometimes shipping's free, you always get discounted books, and returning is easy. All you have to do is print the label and stuff like that. That's just awesome. High school teachers did not prepare me whatsoever. When in high school they teach you MLA format, writing a paper, and all of my papers that I have had to write, my big ones, are in APA format. I had no idea what APA was. Like, what does that mean? I don't know what you're saying. You're speaking another language to me. So I struggled with my first paper. I think I ended up getting like a low C on my first APA, and I went to the writing center. I used online formats. It's just like this concept that I couldn't get. So they did not prepare me for that. Another reason they didn't prepare me, they kept telling me, oh, they're not going to care about you. They're not going to care if you show up to class. Yeah, if you're not making an effort. If you're making an effort, you're going to class, you're going to their office hours, they're going to want to see you thrive. Like, they're going to try with their best to make sure you pass this class and you know the information so you can move on with your course. Next tip, this is more like a fact, your high school friends will probably no longer be your friends. And I'm not saying this like, oh, they're fake, they don't want to be anything with you. It's just that unless they go to your school, there's really no time to be like hanging out, like especially if you live far away from home. Like, I live about an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not going to drive back just to see my friends. Like, I love them. I wish them the best. I'll see them during Christmas and summer break, but we're just not going to have that same connection, because you're going to have so many new friends. Try to make as many friends as you can. Not everybody's going to be your best friend. You're going to vent everything to them, but it's always nice to have that friend like during lunch, and you're like, hey, you want to go and get lunch with me, so you're not lonely. And the way to make friends is either in your dorm hall or join clubs. Seriously, join clubs. I didn't join anything my freshman year. I did rush, but I ended up dropping my bid. I'll probably make another story about that. But I didn't join any clubs. And by the end of the year, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't make like a single good friend, because all of pretty much my friends either left school or we just didn't click anymore. So I'm going to be a junior now, so my sophomore year I ended up joining Charge, and I met so many awesome girls. Like, you could just be like, hey, does anybody want to get lunch? And they'd be like, yeah, let's meet in the Starbucks or something like that, and it's just awesome. So join clubs, even if it's not something you've ever done before, like rowing. If you've never done that, join it. They'll teach you stuff like that. And if you don't like it, you don't have to continue. Go to class. I cannot stress this enough. Like, my fall semester, I went to all the classes. I did really well. I got A's and B's, and then I got a C in chemistry or something like that. My spring semester came around. It was cold, it was snowy, I was sick all the time, and I just didn't feel like going, so I didn't go because it wasn't required. Well, needless to say, I did not do very well in that class. Go to class. Even if you're not even paying attention, you're still gonna know what's going on, like assignments and days that you're not gonna have. I'm sorry, if you hear that, it's my gerbil in the background. He's chewing on his house or something. So go to class. Speaking of class, every class you go to will be different. You will not have the same formatted class. I've had so many types of class. different talking about like how they grade things, how they give you a grade in the class. Like I have one class that had a midterm, a final, and a paper. That was my grade. That's it. And then I have classes that you have an assignment due every week. So everything's different. Tests are a really big thing about being different. I've had everything between online, where you sat in class and took it, or you sat at home and took it, to extended responses where every single question you had to write the whole entire thing, like 20 pages. And then I've also had verbal or nonverbal, because I took sign language, to have a conversation between the sign language teacher. So every class is different. Some you'll have more work, some you'll have less. You just have to be prepared and just go with it. So last thing, have fun. This is college. Like, you're gonna have so much fun between the parties and making friends and just staying up late. Like, I enjoy every single minute of it, and I wish I could just relive my freshman year over again. Like, it was an amazing experience, and I've become a better person because of it. Like, I've realized so many things that I just didn't know in high school. Like, you're so naive going into this world, and you're just like, oh my god, there's so many more things out there, and you just need to put yourself out there and have fun. Don't stress all the time. Yes, there's a time and a place to be stressed, but not when you're going out with your girls or just going to a frat party. That's not a time to be stressed out. Stress in the morning. So I hope you have the best freshman year, or whatever year you're watching at college. Make the most of it. Everybody has a different experience, and I hope yours is wonderful. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and comment down below, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media. Thanks. Bye. Until next time.